is up, everybody? My name is Dr. Mongoose, and I'm not a real doctor, but I play one on the internet. And this right here is Improving Your Form Episode 1 for Halo 4. I guess it could be Improving Your Form Season 2 Episode 1, but I'm not going to go into that much detail. I think I'm just going to count each series as its own separate entity. So this is basically Improving Your Form Episode 1 for Halo 4, and however long this goes, I'll see, how I divide things up in the future, but that's not what's important. What is important is the gameplay. And this right here is a game of, and I actually didn't realize this until I started doing this commentary, is this is a game where we're basically, as I'm playing 3v4 the entire time. My teammate, GG Photon, who's my good friend, was out for the entirety of this game. I didn't realize it while we were playing it, I didn't realize it as I recorded the game, and I didn't realize it literally until I sat down to do this commentary. So this is kind of a dual lesson. I'm going to point out some things I do when you're playing with teammates in Halo 4, as well as just kind of some individual things when you're in one-on-one situations, or you're in a situation as such where it comes to you're down a teammate or things aren't going too well. Because you'll notice we're already up 8-0 when it comes to the kills, and we ended up extending that lead to, I think, at its greatest, 190 to 20 in a little bit. So we do build a strong lead, and the fact that these guys do come back on us and almost win the game is a testament both to our skill to be able to, to be able to close out the game down a man, and their skill to be able to turn around a poor start to the game. So you've noticed for the most part we've kind of just been chilling around our base and kind of not pushing out. They've been pushing us, so it doesn't make any sense for us to push out when we have weapons. And you can see right here I'm just kind of chilling on the one of the landings. Now I am paying attention to my radar. It is Infinity Slayer, so you do have radar. So I know that they're A, sending up Promethean visions, and B, they're pushing because they've been pushing all game. So I can basically assume it's safe to assume that they're going to try and push me and move me off of my spawn. So I don't have any need to push out. You'll notice right there, to dodge the nade, I use the Thruster Pack. Thruster Pack is my overall armor ability. I use it because it allows me to, in situations like that, where one might need to normally sprint away, or you would need to do some tricky maneuvering to avoid final death nades like that. I can just just Thruster Pack, and it's immediately going to take me out of most of the blast. With any other armor ability, you're going to take a lot more damage. Right here, this is a poor choice of mine. I pushed out when I was weak. I felt confident in my shot, and at the same time, we hadn't really been challenged by these guys, so I felt I could push out and immediately win that battle, but that's not the case. Right now I'm pushing over to help Jess because I know that she's on her own and they're probably spawning on their flag. I turn into their lift hall and see this guy right down there, and I'm just putting shots and trying to keep them suppressed down there so Jess can push around on the flank. It doesn't work out because again she was one shot, but she's able to get the trade. Now I look down and I see all of them are underneath me, and so I'm pushing forward, knowing that I have help across the way. And but also knowing that since I'm probably the only one on their radar, they're going to push me. So I've got to try and both at the same time balance pushing forward and at the same time trying to stay alive, or at least making my death worthwhile, which I do right there. I get the overshield and immediately push in because it's charged and I was able to have a slight amount of invincibility, but I know I'm confident in my push. I don't have to worry too much about them being able to challenge me. A nade from them does take it out, but I also still feel confident, sitting in A, this area, because I know they're pushing us, and B, that Jess also was able to just call an overshield down, so I feel safe in being slightly more aggressive. And again, this ends up being a poor push for me, but you can see if you look on my radar, I have teammates around me, and I think that they're in a position to help me, but I don't notice on my radar that 3 guys moving to pinch me. And you'll notice this throughout the game, that their team gets very, very good at catching us 2v1 or 3v1 situations that are all able to pinch us. This right here could have ended really poorly for me if I wasn't able to get that lucky pre-nade off. And I'm pushing forward and kind of moving back and forth with erratic movements to try and kind of throw them off, because they know that they have position on us. So if I move in and try and throw them off, they can force them out of position. If they see me move forward, then move back. They're going to move into different positions to try and maybe cut me off or anticipate what's going to happen. And in doing so, I'm able to even confuse the Saw guy and get a kill off of him, which normally that's very difficult to do in a close range situation like that. Right here, I'm pushing with Jess because we know that they've spawned on their side, probably one of the lifts. and but I move immediately back because I know that they're not on that landing, but my teammate up here is going to need more help. And again, paying attention to your radar. I know that radar probably won't be used in competitive settings, and obviously more episodes will be focused around competitive, the competitive side of games. But for now, since we are using default settings, I'm gonna give you advice for where the default settings are. And paying attention to your radar is one of them. Those are just poor shots on my part. That's not a battle I should lose, but I end up doing it anyway. I immediately move back over and try to push these guys again. Notice I didn't lift over because I'd already seen a teammate of mine do that, and I didn't want to stack up an easy kill for them. Though in pushing down low, I do get there a little bit late, and therefore they get the kills anyway. Now, that's always something you're going to have to think about when it comes to a drift, is whether or not you lift over or you take the low haul. I found that generally taking the low haul serves you better, I'd say maybe 60 to 70% of the time, because what you can do is, if that lift over, you're very limited in your movements. You're very limited in your movement, and I mean, you can hit a jump and you can get behind the stairs or the crates easily, but they can already put shots on you and you can't move anywhere. In the low hauls, you have places to hide, you have retreat paths, and there are flanks that people can come in to help you out if need be. Now, right here, it's just about trying to stay alive and timing when they're going to come in. Now, the team we're playing against, and again, this is very important, being able to analyze the team you're playing against, is they are very, very push heavy. They like to try and push us. They like to make sure that they're always trying to get a 2-on-1 advantage. So whenever whenever both of us are weak, like maybe 1 or 2 shots, I know that they're going to push, and they're going to be very confident in pushing. So that means if I can, get a pre-nade or start pre-shooting beforehand, I will be able to, get the shot on them and probably win the battle, because I know I can be confident in the fact that they're going to push. Alright, that right there was me getting a little, overzealous, a little too greedy. I was paying attention more to the kills I was looking for, and rather than paying attention to what was going on around me. I didn't notice that my teammate had died. And instead of getting, a easy cleanup double, I end up giving them some easy kills, and this push ends up not working out for us because they had power weapons they had set up on us. Now we're pushing into the attic right now. I'm moving to try and help Jess, but it ends up not working out. And right now I'm just trying to stay alive because I can see them on radar, and I know that they're going to be pushing in. I'm immediately trying to run away because I know they're behind me, and I know they're going to want to push in and try and take the kill. Now you notice I hop top middle, and that's mostly because a lot of people are afraid to move top middle, and rightly so. When you have positioning on top of someone, you don't really want to move out of the way. I can see someone's coming up behind me right here, and I'm just trying to finish the kill of the guy in front of me because I know I'm going to get backsmacked, and I'm able to turn around and get a melee on him, so he is weak for my teammates to clean up. Right now, I can see that Joey has died on the sticky detonator platform. And right now, I'm just trying to put shots, keep guys weak, because I know that they're probably going to lift over, as you can see right here. He gets the bolt shot on me when I'm weak, so I immediately call it out to try and get my teammate to be able to turn around and finish off the weak guy. But I notice that he doesn't, so I immediately lift over, knowing that they're probably going to be, even if they're not in this position, they're going to be on this side of the map, and so it's important to at least have positioning on them. See the guy right there, and that's a fight you're almost always going to lose, but at least I can make him one shot. Again, the quandary of pushing lift haul or pushing over the lift or on the low haul, and luckily it works out this time where I'm able to push down and properly support my teammate. Now, a lot of people wonder what's best to choose. Is a power up, a weapon, what sort of thing. And you notice that I had a sniper in that ordnance and a speed boost. You notice that I pick a speed boost. Most often, people will pick sniper rifle because it is the quicker kill. But on this map, in this situation where it's a 3v4 and we're down a man and they're coming back on us, it's more important that I have the speed boost, because on a drift, and especially against this team, the quick flanks are what's going to win us the game. And so I pick the power up, and it allows me to help my team more than if I had to slow down the game and set up with a sniper rifle. And if we're set up, we're in one position, it's more easy to push us and then take us out, because again, we are down a man. So that speed boost allows us to stretch out a 2-kill lead right before they come back on us. So again, power up versus weapon, it's more about what situation you're in, how the game is flowing, and in that situation, a speed boost helped me infinitesimally more than the sniper rifle could have. So I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting top mid because I can see on my radar that they're more on our side. I'm feeling confident I can push in here with Jess, and immediately we're set upon by 3 people. And that, that's sometimes just the bad luck that happens. But we're at least able to trade for the kill. Now this right here is a poor use of a power-up. He drops off of positioning for the trying to chase the kill when he has speed boost. He doesn't need to do that. He has to be the point. He has to be the point man on his team that starts the plays. He can get into position faster. He can get around us a lot more easily. And by wasting the speed boost on a chase down, bottom, middle with me, especially giving up position, he's hurt his team more than he's helped his team versus what I did with my speed boost. You notice that I pushed in there even when I was weak. It's because he had the pistol, and I know that if I sprint in there quickly or thruster packed forward, the time it takes for him to switch weapons and his weapons up and in the position to fire, I can get off a shot before that, and so I'm still in a better position. And notice I was still 2 shots before he was going to kill me with the DMR or VR. Right now, we're just trying to stay together with our teammates because we know that the game is close and that they've realized that we're down a man, so they're pushing very, very aggressively. Again, using the thruster pack to avoid a nade that would have otherwise killed me, but then I immediately back up into a sticky detonator, so it doesn't necessarily help us that much. We pull out to a 2-kill lead here, and this is the point where we're moving together, working together. I immediately back down and get behind somewhere where cover is easily attainable, and I'm just pre-shooting, trying to make sure that guy doesn't poke his head out, doesn't push out. Well guys, the video is wrapping up. I hope this was informative to you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. As always, my name is Dr. Mongoose. Please watch 2 of my videos and call me in the morning.
Game over. Victory.